and empowers Asian Americans through service, helping to foster a strong sense of community.
DFWAACC was founded in 2001 by a handful of community leaders. The seed for what was became the DFW Asian American Citizens Council.
The global trade opportunities that exist for Asian American businesses, especially small businesses that are based right here in Texas, and talk to you tonight about the Obama administration's agenda for growing your business through international trade. And we've made important progress. In 2012, U.S. exports hit an all-time record of $2.2 trillion, and American jobs supported by exports increased 9.8 million in 2012, up about 1.3 million since 2009. For example, the new U.S.-Korea free trade agreement, which went into effect last year, opening a $1 trillion Asian economy to U.S. exports. With a bilateral trade relationship of over $100 billion last year, the Korea trade agreement is our most significant trade pact in 18 years. Big companies like Texas Instruments and Dallas have been exporting semiconductors to Korea for decades, and the Korea agreement will help them become even more competitive in that major Asian market. But on Monday, I hope you will take with you maybe a little bit of what you heard tonight and think about your competitive assets of family and diaspora ties and language capability, and consider taking steps to begin or expand your global business from right here in the heart of Texas.
So first things first, I need to take a picture of this big smiling room. Smile. This is my safe, nutritious food, which is something I think a lot of us take for granted on a daily basis. So a few people in this town came together, these everyday warriors. And the reason I call them warriors, there's this saying that goes something like, an ordinary person takes things that come to them in life as either a blessing or a curse, but a warrior takes them as a challenge. We need your business, and we'll help bring healthy foods so that kids are eating healthy, able to concentrate in classes, and we also want to bring a nutritional education so that they can go home and bring this knowledge home to their family. We're going to put some money back into their students program. And the student program, 100% of the students that participated in this farm program graduated from community college and then went on to complete a higher degree. Nail salon workers are predominantly Asian American women. And if you take California, for example, 80% of the workers there are Vietnamese women. So imagine working in a nail salon for hours on end, days at a time, exposed to thousands of chemicals with poor ventilation. And imagine that you don't speak English very well because you just came to the country. So this is the story that they told us. And they said, we have a couple of recommendations. We need help making these workers safe. So the initiative pulled in the right tools. We pulled in different agencies, Department of Labor, Environmental Protection Agency, Small Business Administration, Department of Health and Human Services, all the right players that could help change these women's lives. And these women, by the way, anecdotally,